Mr. Clarke, how are you?
Hi.
My name is April Raquel. I'm Clarence's cousin by he's first cousins to my grandmother.
All the pretty people.
All the pretty people.
Where did he hide you guys?
Well, interestingly enough, I'm carrying on a legacy and I sing and perform. So I guess a bit of him is in me somehow. And you didn't get a chance to really speak, but I didn't know much about you, and I'd love to find out more about your work with him.
I'm trying to wonder why the family left me out.
Were you there the whole time?
Yeah.
You were there the whole time?
They know I was there.
So you wrote songs with Clarence. You and he were partners.
That's my name, yeah. Reid Clarke.
Yes, yes.
Especially on the Betty Wright hits.
Are you coming to Jazz in the Garden this year?
The
Jazz in the Garden. Yes, I'm performing there this year, so I would have to make sure
I go to Mount Hermon Church. You know where that is?
In Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to Mount Hermon in Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
Oh, you live in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I do, yeah. And you got cameras on you, so if you want to say something in his legacy and in his honor, you can.
You're a reporter?
Huh? I'm not.
Wait a minute.
I'm not
wait a minute. I didn't know I was.
No,
you know what?
no.
You should be working for the CIA.
Stop it. Don't do that. I'm just a singer. I'm helping my friend Jake. He
Homeland Security.
Stop it. He works for Henry Stone and he wants to get as much memory.
I know
That's
him.
Jake. So I'm just helping Jake. I am not a reporter. I sing. So Jake wants you to give any sentiment that you can about Clarence or anything you want to just say briefly.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was painful, like I said, when I went up there.
Of course.
At first, I thought they might call me up, but I was like, I had to go up there because I knew time was running, and it wouldn't be. I had to say goodbye to my friend.
Of course.
And I'm gonna really miss him because he put. I had the lyrics. I couldn't get the music, and the first time we got together, he stretched those big hands out like that.
With those nails.
And hey, he destroyed a lot of pianos, but he played hard, and it looked like he was a perfect fit for my message, what I was writing as a lyricist.
What year was that, Mr. Clarke?
Why? 1492.
Oh God, here we go.
No, in the 60s, right?
In the
64.
60s. Okay.
65, something like that.
You all have had a very long-standing relationship and friendship.
Yeah, we did.
And from there?
It was like, he's a moody person. He was a very moody person. So if he gets off like in the documentary, you can see
I have it. I saw it. Yes.
So you finish it. You know, he was like that.
Yeah.
He would disappear sometimes. So we had to handle him a lot of times like the right approach. If you come from the wrong side or the left side, you might not get to even express yourself to him.
Right.
So being a school teacher, being an art teacher, they taught me how to teach and work with everybody. So I analyzed Clarence.
You figured him out.
Yeah, and so if you notice that I got more songs with him as a co-writer than anybody else.
Because you understood him.
I knew how to approach him. Now, it wasn't perfect now. We could never ever really work, the two of us in the studio at the same time.
Okay.
What we would do, we rehearse. Why? Wait a minute. Wait, go home, man. I'll talk to you.
Give him 2 minutes. I won't hold you up much longer. You sure?
That's my son.
I'm going home. I'll call you.
Now what was I saying?
That you were the only, y'all couldn't work in the studio together.
Oh yeah. In other words, excuse me.
It's okay.
Hey. Okay. No. We worked. We had a rehearsal room where we would write the whole song out.
Yeah.
And he would come into the studio, and he would give everybody the parts. The guitar player.
Yep.
Then we get a bass player, and like a lot of times Betty would be there. Betty or whoever the artist was, they would know the song.
Yeah. Already.
So they would sing, and the band would get it down. Most of the time, I engineered the sessions also. And he would leave. He would have to leave. Because after that initial thing, I started changing things and rearranging because I wanted it to be really, really perfect.
Right.
And he was impatient, so if somebody didn't do something right, he was like,
He was done. Yeah.
he would get all, you know, those were the times we had to be careful about with him. But if he left me in charge, I could rest assured that he'll be back in the time that he thought I would be finished.
Right.
And he'll walk in and say, play it for me.
Let me hear what you did. Mr. Clarke, I appreciate your time and your statement and your sentiment and your love for Cousin Clarence. Perhaps we'll be in touch with you. I have your number. I'm performing this year at Jazz in the Garden. So if you happen to be present,
right, call me.
it would be great if you could come and just see how his legacy lives on through his family. I do have a card. So there you have it. I'm connecting with Mr. Willie Clarke, partner of Clarence Reid. There you are. Thank you, Mr. Clarke.